Night and Fog and Black Rain are two films that are similar in that they are trying to represent and show how two horrific events occurred in history, both during World War II, and how both sides coped with them. And yet they also differ greatly in how they're presented. Starting with Night and Fog, a film about more of the Holocaust aspect of it and the Jewish death camps. Um, it does a great job in showing what exactly happened with the memories and the past of these death camps and gives a representation of what should be happening and what should eventually happen with the memories. And that the film shows horrific scenes of bodies being bulldozed and carried over their back and all sorts of other horrific images of what happened to these bodies of these people who were all uh, killed for no reason, and how at first glance it can be thought of as extremely disrespectful. I mean, some may argue that there are so many bodies they kind of had to dispose of them this way, but the film kind of tells how the fact that all this horrific land that was used to murder millions of people was paved over and turned into fields of grass, short of some of the camps have recently or semi recently been turned into more museums, that it's wrong to take something so horrific and so influential part of our history and not remember it the way it happened and trying to sugarcoat it. The film Black Rain is similar in that it takes the events of the atomic bomb dropping, but it almost takes away the pure travesty of it and gives different views and insights of people who actually lived through it. Whereas the film itself was not used footage from the atomic bomb dropping or from that era, but was used to portray what people actually did to cope with the atomic bomb dropping. It showed the people who looked back and wanted to embrace their past, people who wanted to move forward, and people who were stuck in between. I think the film did a pretty good job at portraying what happened and trying to show the audience to remember and also show how the people living at the time dealt with remembering was a good balance. And I think both films, in their own individual way, were fairly efficient at getting the audience to both see how other groups have dealt with remembering, people who are actually directly involved, and how the audience themselves should remember these events that affect the entire world.